That scared me. Boobies. Oh, yes, boobies. Oh, I might have to put on like an actual t-shirt. I'm starting to sweat.
Yeah.
I don't have any tits either. You're putting me out of the job. My nickname was Titty Pickles once.
I stuck real shit in my top.
Oh! Oh, what you got there? Just regular Coke or something else?
Rum and Coke.
Good. What type of rum? That Kraken set?
Lovely glass. Oh, that goes well with Coke. I drank it straight. It was not nice.
I'll tell you what. I got this mug. Bearing in mind, I'm a big lad. This is a litre mug.
Hold my beer.
Oh fuck! I know what he's getting.
So you know Reinhardt from Overwatch?
Yeah.
I stole this off him. It's the size of my head.
Right. Hello everyone. I'm just gonna put some shit for the intro, but let's have a rundown. So, stuff. Top 5. I've bought a lot of stuff to this year, so there's plenty for me to go through. But compared to last year, it's actually been very easy for me to decipher what my favourite stuff was. But for this one, right here, this thing with tits, it's might be a little bit harder because there's much less to go over, to pick out from. I don't know, but we'll see. Anything you would like to add?
I have tits.
This is true.
No, it has been my first year collecting Transformers figures, so I've not really had lots of experience, but I've got a lot of figures now. I don't know how many in total.
Yeah.
But I've got a lot, and I've managed to pick out 5. All of which are evil. So what does that say about me? And what I like? Actually, no. Well, there's one that isn't. One I haven't put in the pile yet. I'm sure you know what that is, Louis.
I've figured it out. Don't give me too many hints because I want to be surprised by what you have.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm sure it's very easy if you know my figures.
Probably. Right. So, year-long summary. How many figures have you bought? Like rough estimate.
Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 in total.
That's actually pretty good for a first year. Like my first year I got 6.
Oh, wow.
But, me, I've gotten a nice calm 45.
Nice calm 45 figures.
I've got some of my nicer boxes over there.
Yeah, I got my boxes behind me, which
I can see that.
I ain't showing off.
I'm just staring at Bo-Katan at the moment, just...
I've noticed how bad the quality of my camera is for some reason.
Yes, it's fine. Mine's showing up alright. I've actually set up like a decent lighting rig over top of me, so I'm like well lit.
But you can tell who cares about this channel.
The curator.
Me.
My number 1 subscriber has watched like 5 of my videos. Have you seen that the Optimus Prime review I did last week? Yeah, it's gotten 1,000 views now.
1,000 views?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Thanks, guys.
Surprised, but I'm not surprised. I know with the US, it's quite hard to get that figure.
Yeah.
Here, it's quite easy. Just order from In Demand. Shout out to our sponsor.
Yes, I fucking wish.
Our definitely legal sponsor that we are definitely in talks with.
Yes.
Yes. Don't leave them two alone.
Right. Let's talk tech for a moment before we go into the rest of it. Let's go through some general hobbies. I have taken a bit of a break. Usually I'm taking parts out and swapping parts in for me old PC, but this year there hasn't been that much apart from a graphics card arm because my graphics card was drooping like this much.
Saggy card.
I
You can see nothing sagged around here.
No, not at all. I still haven't actually put in the ARGB splitter yet, so it's still not lit up at all.
Me and you, we're both gonna take apart our computers later tonight.
Probably, yeah.
As for my PC, I've started building. B-roll shots go. I've put some parts together. I've had a few RAM issues at the moment, kind of working through that. It's either the RAM sticks or something else. Getting that RMA'd, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll put the sticks in, and hopefully that'll work. But yeah, don't know how 2 brand new RAM sticks can be dead on arrival though. That's a bit odd.
Yeah, it's not unheard of though. See, for me, it's probably been the biggest year for peripherals because I've bought significantly higher quality peripherals than I previously had. I've still got the same old mouse, but of course there's these lovely things.
That wasn't this year. It was last year.
No, I'm almost certain it was this year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Or was it the start of this year?
I think it's really early this year, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
after Christmas.
Yeah, because I had the wired set, but the shroud for the cable just tore straight off. And then I turned my head, one of the cables snagged, and it just popped on my head.
Yeah, great. Yeah. No, I've actually recently, talking about headphones, got a new pair of is it EPOS?
Very nice.
Gaming headphones, Sennheiser's brand basically. So they're good. They work well.
Yeah, they open back. Did you say?
Yeah, they're open back.
Yeah.
I put them on in curries, and I was like, ooh.
Excuse me, I need to wash this down.
Starting to taste the rum now.
You need to figure out the measurements properly with rum, and also a little recommendation I have with rum: always add a bit of ice if you're doing a rum and coke, and squeeze in a little bit of lime if you have it. Just balances out nice.
I opened the rum, poured it in the glass, opened the coke, and poured it on top. I don't care enough for lime.
I did get a nice upgrade of keyboard. Oh fuck! Get off. There we go.
Just clicking away that porn.
Yeah. I finally made the jump to red switch from blue switch, which I've had a blue switch keyboard for like 3 years. And
oh really? I think mine's blue switch.
It's clackier blue switch.
I take the caps off and it's blue, so
yeah, I take a key off and it's red now. But I got a Corsair K70, which is a beautiful thing. Stop pinching your nipples. Right, so it is already off, but hopefully you should be able to hear, like... Can you hear that?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the sound my keyboard makes now. My mic was, like, within an inch of it.
Good.
But yeah, it's quite nice. Also, I'm seeing stars all of a sudden, so if I die, don't worry. Other toys, outside of Transformers and Lego, you got anything nice? Any good pops or anything? I know you started with Black Series a bit.
You shouldn't have said this. I need to get up again. Here's Balin's skull, of course, unboxed. I got some shitty Devastator. I'm not picking him up because he's a jigsaw puzzle and falls asleep. Apart. Oh, I'm sweating. But I'll be back in a second. I'm going to turn my camera off, and then I'll come back with some things in my chair.
And I will look around and see if I've got anything that's not Lego or thing.
I'm either asphyxiating myself with this breastplate, or I mean real boobies, or I'm already a bit tipsy on the rum because I stood up and it's like I went through the ceiling. Right, got this on Christmas Day. It's a very nice little figure.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I've never heard of QMX or Q figure or whatever. But it's really nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
So sadly, it's not going to come out of its box because I hate it. As in, I hate getting things out of its box. Phase 2 Clone Trooper, Gingerbread Man.
Oh,
Very nice.
That's sweet.
That's genuinely one of the best ones. Look at his fucking bow tie. Bow ties are cool. Look at the Christmas Porg.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, another one. So I'm gonna open one, keep it in box, because I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Holiday Mando. This is a very nice one. I like this one a lot. I like them all a lot, but that one's nice. Colin Robinson. Do you know Colin Robinson?
I know a little bit of what we do in the shadows. He's one of the familiars, isn't he?
No, he's
No?
an energy vampire. So that's something the darling wife brought me, which I'm very
lovely.
happy about. This one is something from my dad. One of the old comic book pop figures.
Yeah, that's quite cool looking.
It is a very nice one. And then something I never knew existed. Doctor Strange. Dosed up on many different drugs. In a what if special pop figure.
Lego. I've actually had a bit of a resurgence with Lego this year because you know that I'm not massively fussed about it. But I got
Yeah, but you bought a few things, haven't you?
yeah, I got bored and I bought the this little bugger, if I could just nab him without breaking everything.
This little bugger. Yes, that's not a bad set.
Yeah, I quite like it. I'm just happy that I have a Luke Skywalker. Because I like Luke
not
Skywalker.
bad.
But
Did
also
you buy anything else?
yes, I have gotten every
Minifigures.
yes, every figure but 2 for the new Lego Marvel CMF series. So I've got them all up on my shelf at the moment. I'm missing Mr. Knight and I'm missing She-Hulk. And I've got everything else.
I had the super the Executor. The big long grey thing that they released earlier this year.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Executor class.
Yeah, that's it, not Executive. Or whatever the fuck I was thinking. That thing, which was a gift with promo.
Yeah.
And that. And then there's a few other things I think I bought as well.
Do you have a number 1 Lego thing of this year?
Number 1 Lego thing. Maybe because of sentimental value. I think I like them all. Like, I'm happy I got the Mandalorian helmet because that was good. But I got the Ahsoka shuttle earlier this year, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I got that literally as soon as I passed my driving test as a well done, you've passed present.
Ah.
So that was good, sentimental wise, but also the ATT Walker was great because that was one of my first big Lego builds that I built or I bought, and yeah, it's a very good set.
Yeah.
Very well put together.
I'm surprised you didn't say the Sanctum. Or was that last year?
Oh my god, no! The Sanctum, yeah! I forgot about that. I don't know how, because it's behind me, and then I got BD1 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sanctum's great. It's a really nice modular build. Yeah, I just forgot about it, because it's not a Star Wars piece. Oh no, I dropped my clip.
I've got my favourite thing that I've gotten this year, Lego-wise, in front of me.
What is it?
Guess.
Is it one of the minifigures?
Mm-hmm.
Is it... I don't know the minifigures, you're just gonna have to tell me, I don't remember all of them. Wolverine, really?
Yes. This is my favourite thing that I've gotten this year. I think Moon Knight is a better figure, but I've wanted a Lego Wolverine for years, and the first one I ever got was the best one. I mean, look at that leg printing there. Dual moded and... thing.
Really?
Yeah, and he's got like
decided to...
They've got hairy arms as well.
Oh, nice.
It's great.
Let's put some effort into them. I have a feeling that rum really got to me then.
Yeah.
My head is wobbly. It is not fun.
Right.
I can't film anything.
Did you pour the whole bottle of rum into the glass?
Yes.
You're supposed to do about a third of it.
It didn't tell me. It didn't have any instructions.
That's like 3 shots of rum in that little glass.
I got roast in a bit. I'll sober up.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I haven't drank much over the whole Christmas period anyway. So. Meh.
Right. Let's move on to what the viewers care about. Let's do the Transformers.
They don't care. What are they here for?
They're here for your titties.
They are. We both know that. Just have to blur it. Right, we'll do runners up.
Yeah,
I don't really have a
runners up. I've already gone through my runners up in community posts, but numbers 10 through 6 for my rankings this year.
10 to 6? I don't know if I've got that many figures.
Yes, you do. You went through. You've got like 19. You said earlier.
No, I said 19. Okay, right. Do a runners up, you fucker.
So, my 10 through 6, we've got Legacy Skyquake, Piss Grimlock,
That's a good one.
Rise of the Beast Primal.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Spunk Wiki. Wiki.
Beats Primal.
Mm-hmm. Fun as fuck.
He just called a little boy fun as fuck, and then gets told off by his parents.
No, there's... The lights just went...
Spunk.
We can't, neither of us can say it.
Spunk wink winky.
And then, number 6.
Yes, that's a good
Coronation
one. I was gonna
Chicken.
buy that. Yeah, I liked Coronation Chicken. He's a good one.
Yeah. Right, you got any runners up?
Runners up. Do you want me to get them, or
You can
are
just
doing
say...
pictures?
I can do pictures.
Right. So, I'm doing this on the spot. Fuck it, why not? We ball. That's a good one. Obviously, Reactivate Prime is a very nice looking figure. I just don't feel like it's... I don't know. It's a nice figure, but apart from that, it just, yeah, doesn't really hold much value to me.
Yeah, bores you a
Still
bit.
good though. Yeah. Whatever primal that is, I have
Kingdom Primal.
Is that Kingdom Primal, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really nice figure. I do really like that. And Shattered Glass Soundwave. I know it's just is it the Siege mold?
It's the Earthrise Netflix mold.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. So it's that mold, which it's okay. It's not bad. It's just the colorations of the Shattered Glass I like. Shattered Glass Megatron's alright, but I don't really like the Siege mold. So
Yeah.
that wraps it up, pretty much. Well, actually, Shattered Glass Soundwave. That's an honourable mention because it's a nice figure.
Just said that one.
What's his name? Sideswipe. That's the one.
Yes.
That's the one.
Mm.
I've drank too much rum already.
Yes, you have. You need a glass of water.
No. Water tastes like piss.
Right.
At least around here.
Would you like to start us off with the top 5? Your number 5?
Oh. We're doing number 5.
Yes.
Shattered Glass Rodimus. I
Yeah.
just think it's a very whole figure. It's just one big.
It is. I've got my regular one here.
Yeah, I love the colouring of this. I've never actually transformed him because I'm very much of a. Actually, no. I think he might have turned up in car mode, and I transformed him out.
Yes. Yes, because I remember you struggling with one of the parts and messaging me being like, "Help!"
That usually happens.
But
I currently have him equipped with Crosshair's dual pistols. I just think it suits him quite a lot.
yeah.
Although his positioning, his articulation kind of lets that down a bit. I just think he's a really solid evil guy. The figure's quite nice, and there's not much more I can say apart from that's why he's number 5.
Yeah, he's got a better beer than I do.
He does.
My number 5 is one that I've already reviewed. My first review, actually. Legacy Bludgeon.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Great mould, but you know what I'm going to say about the colours.
Fuck you. These colours
I don't
are
like the colour
beautiful.
I don't like the colour
It's
scheme.
beautiful.
Swap that orange with white and it'd be a Christmas guy, and I'd love that. I love that.
I like this orange. It's better in person, but he's so neon and gorgeous. I like the shades of the clear plastic, the bits of metallic silver. It's my favourite sword that I've got on any figure.
Yeah, okay, that's what that only comes with him, doesn't it, or something like that?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's worthwhile.
I like the head. I don't give a flying fuck about the tank. He poses nicely, but I just like him more than Tarn. Because I think they're equally great molds. I like the look of Tarn, not quite as much as that, because I'm a neon baby. But, like, I'm going to show you a little comparison quickly of the shake test between these two guys, just to show you what I mean about the quality control. So, Bludgeon.
Shake him harder.
One of the hips is going ever so slightly. But that pose has barely moved. Now,
I'm ready for this guy to look like a dangly puppet.
let's get Tarn.
So what you're telling me is you want to sell Tarn to me then?
Oh, part just fell off.
Fuck it. He
Bearing
looks
in mind,
good enough.
I have tightened this guy up before. Look at the
Really?
state that
Okay.
has gone to from a regular standing pose.
Yeah, okay, that's not great.
The QC on mine is terrible, and I don't really like it all that much because of it. But Bludgeon's beautiful.
Let me just get this guy. Hang on, real quick. You may be surprised about this. So this is number 4, is it not?
Mm-hmm. Ah,
I have him with the Shattered Glass Megatron sword as well. So,
that's pretty cool. I didn't realise those were 5mm hands.
well, if they're not, they are now. But no, I just like this because he's old and he's like ratcheted everywhere.
Yeah, old and decrepit. It's great. It's fun.
Springy. He's missing parts. I bought him for £15 at a toy convention, so
Yeah.
it's a good figure because he just feels like he's meant to be chucked around. Like, you can do this with him as well. Like, you can make him do the stanky leg and some weird ass shit. Just because of transformation, it really don't matter. But it's just a nice figure. It looks good. I don't really care about the plane mode because I don't have the bits and pieces. I know this guy's missing the tank that's supposed to go on his back, or the mold has a tank, and I don't know if this version came with it. I really don't know, but I just love it because it's old and Energon is cool. So that's my number 4.
Yeah. On to mine. This is what I'm planning to be the review of next week. First review of next year.
Okay.
And it's funny, because
Sneak
this guy is from a 2-pack. And the other figure from this 2-pack is the figure this year that I hate the most. I hate it.
You bought a 2-pack?
I bought loads of 2-packs. Wreck and Rule Impactor. It's just pretty.
Ah,
I like the purple. Well, actually, the contrast to colours. I really like the metallic blue Autobot badge. He poses better than I expected him to. Like, his hips are a bit limited, but, like, his hands do everything. He's got a proper good ab crunch.
that's a good ab crunch, blimey.
I like his head. I know a lot of people were perturbed by this guy. Because they thought he looks weird and they like the IDW one better. But the shade of magenta that they went with, and just the overall feel of it, the smooth chest, everything like that, I just like this thing a lot. I was really caught off guard by it, which is why I think it's places so highly for my list.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I like the magenta. It looks
Yeah.
nice.
It does.
Right. Fucking, what's his name? The pirate, the sailor. Popeye. You look like Popeye.
Right. Would you like to
Number 3.
Yes, that's the one.
That's the number. You might be shocked by this one, honestly. So, number 3 for me.
Is Mastermind Creations Optimus Promenon.
It is indeed.
Fuck yeah.
Because,
I can read you like a glove. No, that's not the right book. Book.
Let's say, read me like a glove. But I can't think right now. Help. He's just very well articulated. Obviously, he's a nice design. I've just got the cape chucked on right now because you know I didn't have a weapons box to store things in, so I might take the cape off. if I lift it up and give you a good old flash, he's just got a very nice design. I needed a Shatterglass Optimus Prime, and it was better to spend this much than whatever on the official one, which just was kind of mid. This one has some really nice articulation, lots of shoulders, lots of the hands. It is a bit finicky to get weapons into his hands, but once it's there, it's there. His, back things for his weapons are nice. He's just a very over-weaponized evil guy that can move and look like a proper figure.
Yeah.
He can transform, which is incredible. He can transform. But personally, I prefer robot modes, and this guy really caters to that. So I've not even transformed him because I don't want to break anything, and personally, I think he looks great. So he works well as a figure.
So
Amazon box.
my number 3 is genuinely the exact opposite for that.
Good guy Megatron. Woo!
He doesn't transform properly because he parts forms. He barely poses. He's tiny. He looks all right, but
gets a raging boner for it.
It's just lovely. It's just lovely. It's lovely.
That's why you broke apart on that as well.
I did on my birthday.
That was on your birthday?
6 minutes after midnight on my birthday, I snapped this thing.
Yeah, you snapped a little weapon in it, didn't you, or something?
Yeah, you were in the room.
I was right next to you.
But yeah, the little peg that goes into the top there just...
Did you manage to get that out or not?
No, we had to actually push it down with tweezers to get it out of the way. You can kind of see it in the...
I'd prefer to have it out of the way. So what
Yeah.
does that... I'm guessing that is partly used in transformation.
Kinda.
No?
But
Okay.
it's completely unbothered unless you look down it and notice one of those things has black down it. But
You racist.
But it's just really nice. I've wanted this thing since it came out because it's 2020 release.
Really? Okay.
I saw Prime vs. Prime's review on it while I was playing on a Minecraft server during lockdown. And I was like, yes. And then I realised that it's an exclusive and I'll never get one. And then I got one. And now I'm
me
ready.
through eBay.
Yeah. And now I'm thank you. And now I'm just about ready to replace it with the 86 one when it comes out and is inevitably better. Unless it's just a repaint of this. But we'll see. I like it. I like it a lot.
It's a nice looking figure. It's a nice looking little guy.
The vehicle mode. I've done a review on it. People would watch it.
Yeah, go watch that. We're not giving you a review here.
And also, while you're at it, Stream Depression and go... Is that your response now?
That's
Auto
my fucking
response.
fear response. Right. Are we doing number
Oh
2
no,
now?
gotta make myself look big.
Yes.
Yeah, number
Oh,
2.
believe me, I look big. Number 2, right? Give me a second. You know what it is, but it's got to come down, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah!
I was expecting that to be number 1, so...
This guy.
Yeah.
Because he's giant, ratcheted all over the place, so he gives me a good arm workout, but also because he's just well articulated. Not anything to the crazy amounts of Optus Promenon, but it's just nice.
It's probably the closest thing you have to Optus Promenon in terms of posing, actually.
I would say so, yeah. He doesn't have any kind of butterfly joints. I know he has an extra arm joint, so he can go up a bit more. This head joint just allows for such nice posability. I've got a picture of him looking down off where I have him stored. Just looking straight down, and it's just perfectly menacing. Him being a Titan class is perfect because it's just... He stands tall and proper. It's just... Yes, it's just good.
It's just
it's
nice.
What I want.
Have you put it into the work mode yet, where he gets the visor and goes...
No, I haven't.
But
I need to, but
I can fully understand that guy. I was expecting that for your number 1.
yeah, I just think it's a very wholly nice design, but I do have issues with it. That's why it's not number 1.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Very what? What are you laughing at?
Very good figure.
It is, but I have issues. His hands aren't articulated fully. Ooh!
Ooh.
His hands aren't articulated fully, so it makes it a pain to get his weapon in sometimes, which is a bit annoying. When it goes to work mode, there are a load of holes on the back, which is fine, I suppose.
Yeah.
But and yeah, no minicon. But I mean, fair enough. Whatever.
Yeah.
No minicon. Anyway, right, I'm gonna put this guy back on shelf.
All right. I'm out of nuts.
Right.
Look at the amount. Look at the amount of pistachio shells I have.
Jesus Christ.
I have a lot of nuts.
What's your number 2 then?
Mr. Optimum Pride.
Fair enough. See, he would have made it into the top 5, but for me, I realised he didn't even get an honourable mention, and that's because that's him there, fucking sitting,
Yeah.
fallen over because I didn't see him. He's a very good figure, but personally, I have no passion for him because he's a good guy and.
You like bad guys.
Yeah.
I had an Optimus Prime that I loved. I kind of fell out of love with Earthrise Prime for a while, because like I had a mentality that it was declining and stuff, and then I started liking it again when I did stop motion a bit more. I appreciated the design. I stopped caring about the proportions as much, but I still felt that I could do better. And then I got this thing, which is my actual second full-sized G1 stylized Optimus. It's not a G1 style one, but it's got the G1 cues, like the wheels on the legs and the titty windows. But I just love it. It's got its flaws, but beyond just being a really good figure in itself and being bigger than I thought, having all the posability that I liked, it's got a bit of sentimentality, because not just from the review that I did last week that got 1,000 views, once again, thanks guys, but also, like, this thing kickstarted my channel because I posted a stop motion bit of it and then came back a week later and it was on like 7,000 views. It's got meaning to this channel and meaning to me, and I just really like it as a figure. So it's number 2.
Fair enough. I think it's a very nice figure, and the whole sentimentality around that figure, it's another factor that plays into it, because if you remember how we got it, we both went to a toy fair, and
we just so happened to get the only 2 that were there at the whole con. Because
really, it was only 2.
Yeah,
I thought we got the last 2.
No, we got the only 2. But I was in line for 40 minutes to get early access. I was the first person through the doors of the con. Made a beeline to the in-demand stall. This is the in-demand bag that I got it in.
See, I remember driving in, because I got in late. I remember driving there, and you said something about the Optimus, and I kind of got really hyped because I was like, oh, okay, it's there. And then you didn't respond, and I got there, met up with you, and you gave me it, and it was great because it meant that we both had the 2 figures fairly early on. Like, this was when barely anyone had it.
It was 2 weeks before, 2 weeks or months, I can't remember which, before it actually officially released that we got it.
Especially in the US. The US was definitely a few weeks later they got it.
Yeah. Also, I'm just going to quickly talk about it because I forgot to talk about it in my review, but I said in the description that it was missing a piece, and one of the pieces of its arm, I got it, got home from the toy fair, went to transform it, and was like, oh, there's a bit missing. Because on the mushroom, there's like just little friction pegs to hold on one of the arm panels. And I ended up having to contact In Demand, but literally, I had it the next day. Right, I went to In Demand, they had a spare one that was out of box, that had been returned apparently for a loose hip, and they were able to give me the replacement part literally within 24 hours of me getting it, bearing in mind I got it on a Sunday.
Yeah, it was a Sunday.
Fantastic. Yeah.
No, that was good. See, luckily I've had no issues like that with parts, but my number 1 actually has a relation to In Demand, so.
But yeah, In Demand is just, anyone buying from the UK, I strongly recommend buying from In Demand. They're all lovely people in there, great customer service, they get really good stock in, they buy collections off of people. I use them, I recommend you use them too.
Just on that note as well, Kapow Toys, one very, very near me. Kapow Toys is decent. sadly they don't have a shop like In Demand. They're just kind of a warehouse that distribute. But no, I ordered Optimus Prom and On from there. They're great for third-party figures. In Demand doesn't do third-party at all whatsoever. Kapow does, and they're really, really good for that. I've already looked into YOLO Park and that kind of thing, and plan on eventually getting something, whether it's from Kapow or somewhere a bit cheaper, maybe the official store.
Yeah.
I'll have to wait and see. But yeah.
Right. Would you like to
Number
go
one.
into your number one?
Number one, you've got me excited for.
I'm interested to see what this is. I have
Give
a
me a
feeling.
guess.
It's Super Megatron.
Is that what you think?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you believe?
It's what I believe. I have faith. I have faith in...
You'd be right.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, exactly. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So why I thank him is because basically it was at our second time at the toy fair. We went to In Demand again. They have a little stall there, and they had some bins that had, pre-owned, open toys. Louis saw Super Megatron and told me, because before this I told him that I wanted specifically Japanese-looking robots or Megatrons. Just something looking evil and Japanese, basically.
And I found the epitome of both of those mashed together.
Yeah. Initially, we thought, didn't we think that something was broken off him or missing?
Because there's like the 3-barrel cannon, and I didn't know that stores in the fusion cannon.
Yeah. Literally in the tip of that orange bit, that opens up. You can see the crease down there. That opens, and you can get the 3-barrel thing out. But yeah, I actually currently have him holding one of the Shattered Glass Rodimus pistols, which goes really well. He's just a really nice figure. I love red and black, and just the colours are great. He's never been transformed.
He's a triple changer.
I know he is, but I've just never done it. Just because I bought him and kind of thought, yeah, this is a really nice figure, and then put him on the shelf and looked at him. So
what's left now is
Your
my
number
number
one.
one. I'm sure you can guess what it is.
oh no, yeah, I've just seen the box.
Commander Class 86 Ultra Magnus. Fucking... This thing, if I had a jar big enough, it would go straight in it. It's so good.
That's an outrageous comment, to be honest with you.
I wanted it from when it was announced, because I had Kingdom Magnus, of course, and I didn't think it was very good, and I really wanted a new Magnus, because Kingdom Magnus was what got me into collecting properly. That was the thing that had me buying a figure once a month, and then that went from once a month to twice a month, then that went fucking haywire. But I love Ultra Magnus as a character, I love his design, this is the epitome of that for me. I don't think they've ever done a better one. The loose arms kind of got to me, but like, I was able to fix them. He's got great features, you can dismember him, I've done a review on him already.
If I may interject, I just think his coloration and design is a perfect homage to G1 and perfectly suits the Studio Series 86 brand.
It is.
It's perfect in the sense that it captures what it wants to do and excels. It is really what they need to do next year in the 40th anniversary.
Yeah, it is the epitome of a screen-to-toy adaptation for me. I think, personally to me, I know that he's a bit too broad because of the panels here, but I think he looks better than the Masterpiece. I think he looks better than the third-party Masterpieces.
He's blocky and broad, and that's his whole character, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like, the whole time that I've had this guy, bearing in mind he was the first guy I ever pre-ordered, and I got him literally on the date that Magnus rolled out in the UK. The ratchet, the articulation, the posable hands, his accessories, blast effects, and just having a Commander Class Ultra Magnus that was the traditional sense of Commander Class for the first time for me is just beautiful. So
Well
that's my
said.
number one.
I didn't go into that much detail for...
No, you were just like, my eyes like Japan!
That is very true, though, and that's exactly why he's my favourite. He's got decent gimmicks as well. Like, you can swap him out and just turn him into different things, and I like that.
Yeah.
I need a figure that has a few gimmicks and a few things to do with it.
Yeah. And this has that as well. It has several accessories, as much posing as I could fucking ask for, apart from an ad crunch.
To be honest with you, That and Armada Prime are both on my list.
Mm.
We can move on.
We can
We're
move
done.
on.
We're done first, haven't we? So now a year into summary.
Yeah.
You've already got that bit from earlier when we were talking about
Yeah.
getting figures early, but
we've gotten really lucky with distribution. We've got a good place that we buy from. I think the figures this year have been really, really good overall. I've liked the fact that the exclusive lines haven't been too difficult to get. Any Velocitron figures that I wanted, which was pretty much just Scourge and Blur, I was able to get. I got Scourge last year and I got Blur this year. The Amazon subline that Nacelle came from, and also bearing in mind Nacelle, what I said about the Sparkler Seeker review, yes, I do like it more in better colours. But I don't think there's been all that much for Generation Selects. I've gotten a couple of older Generation Select figures, but nothing newer. But just the overall main line, the quality of Legacy Evolution, the quality of Studio Series 86, I think has been really good.
Yeah, I think overall the quality of figures has been great.
Mm.
All the ones I've received I've not really had any issues with, apart from the crap ones. I don't really go for deluxes anymore, or like my first figure, I think it was my first figure, was that was it the Last Night Hot Rod?
Yeah.
Movie deluxe is just not very good, and that figure really stopped me from wanting to collect. And then I can't remember what my second figure was, but I took the dive and got something a bit more. Originally I preferred movie figures rather than G1 and that kind of thing, but now I prefer cartoon designs.
Yeah, because the second figure you got was 86 Ironhide, and you weren't on board with it at first because of the vehicle mode and how chunky it was. But I convinced you to get it, or not 86 Ironhide, Bumblebee movie Ironhide.
Yeah.
And you got that, and you were amazed at how much you liked it more because it was easy to transform, and it was chunky, and it was solid.
Yeah,
and then
that's what I prefer. I've, if you look at my collection now, I've got a lot more of a cartoony kind of blocky designed stuff, and I prefer that. I think one thing I do have to say about distribution, Hasbro has been a bit hit and miss, just because they're not very communicative. They don't really tell you when your pre-order's going out. I remember when they did their Black Friday clearance, there's that Leadfoot up there that I ordered for you, Louis.
Yeah.
And there was the Hero is Born 2-pack. I ordered that. That pre-order stayed for about, or that order stayed for about a week, just sitting there doing nothing, and they didn't tell me. And then it eventually got to the point where they were like, "Oh, we ran out of stock." They had they had plenty of stock a week ago, but they kept letting orders in, so it sat there for a week. It then said, "Oh no, we're out of stock," and immediately Leadfoot was distributed. He was immediately dispatched.
Yeah.
So I think that's something a bit of a pain. But also, I think there was something I ordered recently from Pulse. Was there?
The pre-order for Balin's Skull is the last thing you've gotten.
Yeah, I think that was it. They aren't very communicative. Your pre-order might go out on this day. Oh, we've taken your money. Now we've dispatched it. And yeah, it's not very good. In Demand is great. They're very, very quick. They get their stuff and send it out next day or same day. Yeah. Literally, it comes in the warehouse, it goes out with their pre-orders.
Then of course, we've also talked about for acquisition, the toy fairs.
Yes, toy fairs are great.
The first toy fair I've ever been to was the toy fair that we went to.
Yeah.
And that was just a really fun experience, not just from the perspective of we can get figures early-ish and we can get figures that we haven't seen before. I got a couple of holy grails from the toy fair last time we went. But also just being in a place for the first time with so many people who share the hobby was just, it was lovely.
Yeah, that first toy fair, there was good things from both of them. The first one I feel like had a general, maybe because it was my first one with some knowledge of Transformers toys, but it was there was a lot of, oh my god, I don't know what this is it good, is it not, should I buy it, should I not? The second one was less of that. I feel like there was less Transformers toys at the second one. Different time of year, it's fair enough. But there was one stall where I got the Primal from.
Yeah.
That guy was really good. He has
Yeah.
a few knockoffs. He had a few masterpiece.
I finally got Scourge from him.
Yeah.
Just talking to him was an absolute delight.
It was really good. I really hope he's at the next toy fair. Sorry, I think I've drank too much rum. I can't have rum again.
No. I'm gonna fill you with my dead man's fingers. I've just realised
These tits doing it for you, Louis. Come on.
hell
down.
yeah. But yeah, there's
Oh, it chokes me, man. My armpits hurt. It's digging right into them. Ah.
but yeah.
Yeah, that seems like 20. Looking forward to 2024. We need to do that as well.
Yes.
That's something we need to talk about.
Fucking tidal wave.
Tidal Wave. I'm looking forward to because I want to have him fight in Metroplex, of course. The HasLab that we're supposed to get. I'm excited to see what it is. Not necessarily buy it. I'm excited to see what we get for the 40th anniversary and see how things go with that.
Yeah.
If they do it right, it should be a giant celebration of things. It should just be a lot of G1.
Absolutely.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to next year. Commander Class 86 Optimus Prime. They're going to make me spend another 90 fucking quid. The new animated stuff that's supposed to come out. I'm really hoping that next year we get that Leader Class Lugnut that we've been promised for ages. Reactivate stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out.
That's a good... We need to have a little mini section on Reactivate right now.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the game? Are you excited for it, or are you not?
I'm pretty excited for something new. I'm excited that it's going to be free to play. I'm hoping it's cross-play, because that means... Good. That means the four of us can all get wankered and play it. And it's going to be great fun.
It seems like a game that I'm wanting and I need to play when I'm getting bored of getting thrashed on Overwatch and that kind of thing. It's just whether Splash Damage actually come out and pull through, because I don't have much faith. Not in Splash Damage. I have plenty of faith in Splash Damage. I just don't have much faith in the game because of how they left it until the end of 2023 to announce it's being delayed or announce that they're not going to say anything, and then just say, yeah, we'll tell you something next year.
Yeah.
How do we know that?
At least the toys are good at the moment. Transformers 1, that's supposed to be next year, isn't it?
That is, yeah.
I'm very excited about that. I'm wondering if that's going to be a 40th anniversary celebration now that I've thought that it is on the 40th.
Yeah, it should be. I think so. Is it... There is supposed to be a TF1 Megatron. Do you think that'll be a TF1... whatever Megatron was called before he was Megatron? As in...
Megatron was called...
Was he? Because I can't remember.
It depends on what continuity you follow. See, Prime is the only thing where they've really gone into the backstory of Megatron before that, as far as I know, apart from like IDW going into his minor origins.
Comics. Yeah. See, I kind of want them to do something like that with TF1. I'm fairly certain it's all supposed to be a giant prequel, isn't it? And kind of how things occurred.
I'm just curious to see whether it's going to be set in the current movie universe or it's going to be doing its own thing as a Spider-Verse type animated film. Although, with ILM involved, I wouldn't be surprised if it is a live-action movie without humans in it. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping for both. What I really want is for it to be a heavily stylized live-action film. So kind of something I find about Bumblebee, how curved they make all the designs. They don't really move naturally as they would as robots, and it feels very stylized to me. I'd love for something like that, where you have elements that are they retain far more artistic license within the animation. And I'm also excited to hear how Chris Hemsworth sounds.
I'm excited for it. It's probably one of the most things I'm excited for next year. I can't remember if they are releasing it or not.
I think so. I think it is a 2024 film.
Good, because I want to know. I want to see more about it. But yeah, hopefully next year's a good year for Transformers.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's some good stuff.
And hopefully there's going to be some good stuff on my channel. I have no intention of stopping reviews anytime soon.
Unless he gets bombed.
Yeah, I might die. But if not,
hopefully not.
There's plenty of stuff. Hopefully, to tune in next week, there's going to be a video on this guy and the little fucker who, if I touch his feet, they fall off.
Oh. Oh, he didn't. Stop showing us his feet.
I just flicked it and it came straight off. Transformers Dominion, that's still in the works here at MrLoubat Incorporated.
Yes, well, I've not heard about that for a long time.
Yeah, that's kind of because the voice acting stage is like the plans for that. I'll rack in a clip maybe of the some of the stop motion that I've done for it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Can we get any future plans for the Kian McKenna YouTube channel or kick, or is it just? All right, that's fair enough.
No.
Right.
No, I made the channel when I was unemployed. I'm now employed, and I don't have time for that shit.
Right. I shan't keep you from your family dinner any longer, so
No.
shall we? Let's close
That's
this out
fine.
and say goodbye to people.
Goodbye, fellas.
Yes. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you next year.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Yes, happy
Shouty
years
how.
of new. Ciao. Woo! Fuck's sake. I can't stop it, man. I can't stop
Oh,
it. I need to
no.
go and eat my...